Hi everybody. I wanted to kind of give you guys an update on how everything has been with my Amelia James. It's been several months since we've done our last YouTube video, so I thought now would be a good time to kind of talk about everything. Um, Selling clothes is really hard work. That's the big idea here. It's really hard work. And if somebody tells you that you can make full-time income doing part-time work, wrong. It's a ton of work, and you don't really realize that until you start doing it. It gets easier the more that you do, but it's still really hard work. You have to keep up with. Right now, we're able to have our own websites, and so keeping up with your own website, your different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Periscope, everything. It's really hard, and it is a lot of work. It's more like a full-time job, or actually more than a full-time job. It's pretty well a 24-hour-a-day job. I'm constantly, when I have a free moment, trying to advertise, trying to talk to people, trying to review inventory, putting together outfits, getting ready for sales. I've only done one vendor event. When we started this business, we wanted to try to keep it online because we like that platform. We like being able to communicate with people across the world. And, vendor events are great, and they work out for a lot of people. And I'm okay with vendor events. There's just not very many around here where we are. So we mostly stick to online sales, but it works out great, and we've met a lot of people that way. So let's kind of go back in time to February. February is when my husband and I signed on with my Amelia James. We signed on, I believe it was February the 8th or the 9th. We were within the 100 first reps, and since then, we've been extremely busy. We've been trying to find our groove, and that's the hardest part, I think, about selling anything, is trying to find a groove, trying to get into the groove, the routine, trying to figure out how everything's going to work out, trying to do your inventory, how to keep track of expenses, and this and that. So we signed up in February, and we received our kit. It's about the second week in March. I think it was maybe March 9th. And so since then, we've been selling. And like I said, it's hard work. If you think you're going to get inventory and turn around and make back your initial investment, I'm going to say you're probably wrong. Some people may do it, and those of you who have a big gathering of friends and family, and they're able to come to your house and look at your inventory and make purchases, then sure, you could very easily make back your initial investment within a few weeks or a month, but it may take a little bit more time. So the thing is don't set your expectations so high that when you get your inventory and you start selling and you don't make your initial investment, don't let that get you down. It's a lot of hard work. And Amelia James it's still a very, very new clothing company. It's still brand new. It's a baby. We are still technically at the ground floor level. I believe there is under 500 reps right now. That's amazing. My husband and I, we've seen the company grow. We've seen it grow so much. We've seen the clothing drastically change. The clothing is to the point now to where it's amazing. It's so high quality. People look at some of our things and they're like, oh, well, that's kind of out of my price range. It's actually better than another major clothing brand out there. So, the quality is a ton better, and it's only getting better. We are getting so many new styles, so many different prints, so many different designs. Our main focus is not on the leggings. The focus is on getting exclusives. So since March, since we started selling, the quality of the clothing has changed. And it's gotten, I mean, it's just, I can't even describe it. It is so much better. It has improved so much. And I think the hardest part about selling a new clothing line is people are so stuck on what they know. And I get it. I get it more than anybody else. I think I said in the previous video, I wasn't the one that signed on with Amelia James. I had my skepticisms. I was very skeptical and kind of concerned because I had never seen the clothing. My husband's the one that took the leap, and I'm glad he did. It's been an experience. It's, like I said, so much work. So we've been doing most of our selling via our website. The website has evolved as Amelia James has. When we started, it was My Amelia James, but now the company has rebranded and they've dropped the My. So now it's just Amelia James. We are still the original Hipster Clothing, and we're going to keep that. That's our very own, that's our personal branding. So we do most of our sales through our website. And, you know, if anybody tells you that selling through a website is easy, it's really not either. Oh my gosh. Nothing is easy. But eventually you get into the routine of things and you kind of get it figured out. And it gets easier and it gets better. That's the thing. Don't get down and out when things don't start off good. Things improve. As the company and as a personal experience, everything improves and it gets better over time. So My Amelia James officially launched in February, and now it's about the end of June. So many changes have happened. Amelia James has a CEO now. They've rebranded. They have improved so much. The quality of the clothing, I'm telling you, is dramatically better. The pricing, for the most part, has stayed the same as it was. Because the quality and the fabrics have improved, a few items have gone up in price, but not significant to where you're going to say, oh my gosh. Honestly, we're still better than a lot of other companies. So I'm just going to leave that out there. It's just a lot of hard work. That's the bottom line. If you've sold for another company before, then it's probably going to be easier for you because you have that experience. And good for you, because for somebody like me who is brand new to direct sales, it's really hard. Thank goodness I have a husband who is supportive and all about the business, because he does a lot of the work. He does the website design. Lately, he's been the one taking the model pictures of our clothes, and they've turned out really good. So, you know, if you have somebody that is able to support you in some way, then you're going to do a lot better. But again, you know, there's so much involved with selling anything, direct sales, especially when you have to carry inventory. You know, with the company changing, there's still more changes coming, but they're going to be great changes. So we've been told that they're coming very soon. The company is still not MLM. You know, people are still building teams. That's fantastic. When we started out with Amelia James, we didn't really have any plans to start a team. We thought, hey, you know, we don't want to do that, but we've connected with several people and we have started a team, and, you know, these women are fantastic. They work so hard in this business, and that's what it takes. That's what it takes for you if you want to succeed. Like I said, 24-hour-a-day business. People send me messages all the time, and I am more than thrilled to answer them. I don't care if it's midnight. I don't care if it's 2 a.m. If I hear my phone go ding, I'll look and I'll see and I'll respond. that's the thing with any company. Before you start, you want to know answers. You want to know the truth. You don't want to be lied to. You don't want anything to be sugar-coated. And that's what I sought after before we joined. I watched tons of YouTube videos, and the first video I saw mentioned My.Amelia James compared to the other companies. So when I heard the My.Amelia James, I thought, I better start researching. So that's how we got into it there. So YouTube is definitely a good place to find out information, but be wary because YouTube is also a good way for people to deceive you. So be open-minded. What one person says may not be true, and what two people say may be true or it may not be true. You know, if you're interested in any sort of direct sales company, get opinions, talk to several different people. Don't just settle on one person and their opinion and their experience, because that's most usually not the case for everything. Sometimes one person has a bad experience and then they send that negative energy and vibe to everybody else, and it can cause chaos. So don't let one person's view or opinion deter you from joining any company, not just Amelia James, but any company. I am going to praise Amelia James because I believe in this company. I believe in the clothing, and I believe in the way we're going. We are going in a very, very exciting way. In 2018, we have been told that 100% of all of our clothing will be exclusives. So that's a big deal. That's huge. We have some of the most beautiful, beautiful clothing. The prints, the colors, we have solids. Everything is beautiful. Even the leggings. I'm not kidding. I have a lot of leggings from another company. I was obsessed. But now I have Amelia James leggings. And these are, I can't even explain to you how great they are. They're not super thin, so they don't seem to be prone to ripping or getting holes or easily damaged. Now, if you take a knife or a pair of scissors to it, sure, it's going to be damaged. But the leggings are great. I tried on a pair of the white leggings. We have a pair of leggings with white, a lot of white, some gray and some black flowers in them. And I tried them on because I wanted to see if you could see my undies in them. And you couldn't. That's how good the quality is. Okay, and the quality of everything is only improving. And like I said, the company's focus is not just the leggings. We're focusing on a lot of different stuff. We're focusing on exclusives, trying to get a good variety. So I'm excited. 2018 is going to be a big year. In September, Amelia James is having a rep retreat in California, but unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get to go. I'm starting a new job, and with 2 kids, it's kind of hard to try to figure out a way to get there and to make it work. So let's kind of go back a little bit to starting out. Starting out is hard. It was very, very hard. When we started selling, you know, like I said, we were kind of disappointed initially. We thought, you know, why is nobody wanting to try this clothing? Okay, well, and the answer is because it's new. It's so new that people are afraid it's not going to fit. They're afraid it's not very good quality, and so they don't want the hassle of buying it, not liking it, having to ship it back, or buying it and having to keep it. So I think that's part of the problem, is they're just scared. And I get it. I wouldn't want the hassle either. But, you know, for the most part, if you are interested in a piece of clothing that you see on our website or any other rep's website, ask. Most of the clothing, well, actually, I'm going to say all of the clothing fits true to size. Now, there are a few pieces that you can downsize in, and that's because the material is leggings material. So we have 2 dresses right now, the Destin dress and the Chelan dress. I'm probably saying that wrong. They're made out of leggings material, so they are super comfortable. I mean, that's what I'm actually wearing right now. You can't see it all, but Um, so the majority of our clothing does fit true to size. Even these dresses that are made from leggings material, I am generally a size small, a size 4. Smalls fit sizes 2 to 4. I fit into the small perfect. I have some room. It's not super fitted. If you want more of a fitted look, then you can go down a size. So if you're generally a medium and you don't like a lot of room, you like a little bit more fit, you could still size down to a small, and it should fit you perfectly. These dresses are amazing. They are the most comfortable piece of clothing I have. Super soft, incredible, just incredible. I mean, you know how leggings are. The dresses are amazing. And I think the price point for the Destins kind of scare people, but these dresses are, I mean, I'm going to say it again, they're amazing. They have pockets. The Destins have pockets. They are a longer dress. They're beautiful. They're amazing. You could sleep in this dress and be comfortable. So let's go back a little bit again. I keep getting off topic. Let's talk a little bit about keeping track of inventory. Okay, so when we got our inventory in March, it was exciting. I was excited. I mean, who's not excited to get several boxes with brand new clothes? Oh, it was exciting. Okay, so we got our box of clothes. And again, let me tell you, back in March, so the company is still trying to figure out their groove, trying to get their feet planted and things going. So we got our box and full of beautiful clothes. We had a list of what was in there, but the list was kind of mixed up. Things were a little mixed-matched and off, and the list didn't match what was in the box on several different things. But regardless, it still worked out. So I started counting everything, writing down what everything was and the sizes and this and that. And oh, I was so unorganized. If I could go back and do it again, I definitely would. I was so unorganized. I spent so much time doing extra work that didn't need to be done. And honestly, the website has been a lifesaver. If you don't want a website, then I recommend getting Canva. Canva has been a lifesaver since I recently started using it. For those of you who like to do Facebook sales, I know a lot of people just put their pictures in an album by size or by style. But Canva is a great way to take your pictures and put the name of the dress, your logo, your brand, or whatever you want to call it, the size, the price, and any other important information such as black or navy or solid white or anything like that. So in the last couple weeks, Canva has been a lifesaver. I've actually started uploading my Canva pictures to our website because it makes it so much easier to browse when you see the size and the item and the price, just bam, all in one picture. And especially for Facebook sales, album sales, group sales, whatever you want to do there, it's perfect. It works out great. Canva is a lifesaver, so I'm promoting Canva. And no, I do not get any financial anything from them. There's my disclosure. But Canva has been a pretty good resource here lately, trying to do the clothing, trying to do branding on pictures. And you know, that's the thing, in the last couple of months, I've been the model for some of the pictures. So if I look completely different, sorry. But it's really hard. Like, a lot of the clothing, if you don't see it on somebody, you can't really get a good picture of what it looks like on. And so that's how I feel. I want to see the clothing on somebody. It makes more sense. You get an idea of how it looks. So my husband's been doing the pictures, and that's helped out a lot. I think it gives people a good idea of the clothing, the fit, the style, just in general. Okay, so Canva has been a lifesaver. And I know a lot of people, a lot of reps will say that too. Canva's a lifesaver. Okay, now keeping track of inventory. I'm still overall struggling. You know, thank goodness for the website, because for the most part, it keeps track of everything. if somebody wants to make a sale, I generally just send them a link and have them check out there. Now, the only problem I've run into with the website is trying to figure out the shipping charges. That is the hardest part. And the reason why, okay, here's the reason why. Usually, reps will have a flat rate. Like, let's say you order one item. They'll do a flat rate of $4. Okay, so a pair of leggings, you know, most people know that a pair of leggings ships quite a bit less than $4. And that's okay, because you got to take into consideration your packaging, your tape, your labels, etc. So those shipping charges. Anyway, so here's the issue we've ran into. It is hard to get a good, accurate shipping cost. When you use a website and, you know, maybe we need to try to do it by weight, and hopefully we can, but I'm still kind of concerned about that too. So the website right now, we do shipping based on purchase, the sale total. So like, let's say somebody buys a pair of leggings. Okay, our leggings are $20. The shipping is going to be $4. Okay, now we can set that $4 shipping rate from $0 to like any amount we want to. And then the problem is this. As a rep and as a direct salesperson who is selling inventory, and the money we make is directly related to how much we sell our inventory, we don't want to be out costs. And that's just honesty. We don't want to be out money on shipping or on anything, because then that directly impacts what we're able to order, future inventory. So the problem is when like a pair of leggings weighs a lot less than a tunic, like a long sleeve tunic with pockets that we carry. So the shipping for the pair of leggings, flat rate $4, easy. Okay, then you have a tunic with pockets, and it's going to weigh a little bit more. And then let's say they add a pair of leggings on it. Okay, so together that weight total will probably be over a pound. Well, we know things that are over a pound are going to cost more. So if I only charge, or if a person only gets $4 shipping, but yet I'm having to ship it a different method for more, like, you know, if you do flat rate shipping, that's more. So if they only pay $4, then you're losing out on, what is it, $2 and some cents. So that's the problem, is trying to find how to ship best. And, you know, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, why don't you invoice and do shipping based on actual shipping costs? Oh, I've tried it. The website's just a lot easier. It eliminates the Google Doc. It eliminates having customers have to send me their emails or their addresses or any other information. They go straight to the website. They fill out the brief. I mean, it's really brief. I've heard people say, wow, I love how easy it is to check out on your website. And it's so easy. And, you know, we're still trying to figure out the kinks. So the shipping is one of the kinks that we're trying to figure out. And if we have to go through and weigh everything, we might have to do it. I don't want to undercharge, but then again, I don't want to overcharge. So if somebody buys a pair of leggings, I don't want you to pay $4 when I could ship them for $3 or $3.50. You know, in the end, packing materials are going to cost money, and that figures into it. But I don't want to have a customer pay a lot more than they need to, if that makes sense. When I started this business, that was the thing. I have seen other consultants or reps, or, you know, whatever you want to call them. I've seen them in it for themselves. You know, the prices are crazy. And it doesn't bother them one bit. It does not bother them to sell a piece of clothing for $70 or whatever, $80. And it be a very low quality, poor quality piece of clothing. For me, It does. It kind of, it cuts at me a little bit because, you know, I was on the other side of this for the longest time. I was the customer. And when I found Amelia James, I wanted to be able to provide customers with great clothing at a reasonable cost. And I think Amelia James is there. And I can't even tell you enough that if you tried the clothing, you would be so impressed. And it may change your mind and take you away from other companies. That's not our goal by any means. But I'm just saying, that happened to me. I'm telling you, I was an addict to another brand, and I'm sure anybody who knows me or has any idea, they probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But this clothing, it's the quality is just, it's more. It's just more. It's better. And this clothing is work appropriate. I would wear clothing from the other company or companies, and the quality, it got worse over time. The prints were not work appropriate. And I know some people may not agree with me. I'm not saying all prints. I'm saying some prints, or a lot of prints, were not work appropriate. And, you know, there were days that I would wear certain things and I would say, oh my gosh, I am a 31-year-old female. I feel ridiculous wearing this. Why am I wearing this? Okay, so Amelia James, the clothing, it's age appropriate. I'm going to leave it there. Age appropriate. Work appropriate. Perfect for casual outings. We have palazzo pants, perfect for a beach cover-up or for casual wear to wear around your house. The skirts, oh my gosh. I think people are scared of the pencil skirts, the Manhattan pencil skirts, but oh my gosh, I cannot tell you. These skirts are true pencil skirts. They are knee length. They are amazing. The fabric is a very smooth, stretchy fabric. They give you that va-va-voom. You know? Put on a pair of heels. They look great. They're beautiful. The prints on them are amazing. And I hope more people try these skirts. These skirts are not like the other companies. These are good quality actual pencil skirts. They are amazing. So back to the clothing. Like I said, we have leggings, and the only difference, I'm not going to say the only difference, but the major difference is the waistband. And like I said before, I think the quality's better. The material's a little bit thicker. It's not super thick to where if you put them on, you're going to burn up, and no. Just better so they're not going to be easily torn or easily ripped. So, you see this wall behind me. I know a lot of people, when they take their pictures, they're kind of wondering like, how am I going to take my pictures? What's my background? What am I going to do? Let me just show you. Okay, ours has evolved. We started out, and we may go back to this. We started out shooting in front of a screen, white screen, green screen, and then we've evolved to this board. Okay, it's just a board, and up there's a hook, which in my pictures I try to leave out that hook. Yeah, that was there from the beginning, but I use it still sometimes to hang up stuff. Okay. The mannequins, luckily we did not have to buy any mannequins. The mannequins came from family member. The mannequin we have is not cloth or fabric. It is a plastic mannequin, and I would say it's an older mannequin. If you can see it there. There's our mannequin with our Charlotte cold shoulder tee and the Savannah skirt. Beautiful. So I've been using the mannequin to take all of our pictures now, And since we got it, I've been trying to make all the pictures uniform to where they look the same. They're not distracting, not confusing, and all that. We bought a lighting kit off Amazon. Amazon and eBay are the good go-to places to get things cheap, but still good quality. We bought our lighting kit, and that's what is on me right now. It's super bright. Whoop, there it is. Okay, that's just one. We have a few other lights that we got with our lighting kit. And so far, things are kind of working out as far as pictures. Still trying to get the hang of taking pictures. Some pictures look great, and then the colors of the clothing kind of throw off some of the colors. So, like, when I take a picture of something black, it kind of turns out yellow. It looks so weird. So, we're trying to figure out the picture taking. It's busy. So, if you're even thinking about direct sales, it's a lot of work. It really is. The other thing we didn't have to purchase were the racks. I have two double rail racks that I had from a yard sale a year or so ago, and they have wheels on them, and they came from Amazon too. They've worked out great. They're perfect. They hold all of my inventory, and that's all I need. My Amelia James. I'm still stuck on the my, because it is my Amelia James. Amelia James, you know, they still encourage you to kind of go your way. If you don't want to be on a team, you don't have to be. If you want to sell your clothing strictly online, you can. If you want to sell in a storefront, you can. If you want to sell Facebook, you can. You can sell any which way you want to. And they really do care. Like I said, since the beginning, since we started, so many changes have come about, and that's because reps have expressed and voiced their concerns. Ariana is our founder. She is very active. She listens, she responds, she talks. They have hired a ton of new people for rep support, for the warehouse to package and ship and check the quality of the clothing. They've improved so much over the last few months, and it's only going to get better. That's all I can say. That's the only information I can give you right now, is it's only going to get better. I promise. So there's a lot of changes that have happened and are more than likely going to happen. I personally would recommend joining a team, and the only reason why is because this kind of business, you need support. You need that encouragement, the support, the teamwork. You know, if one of my teammates says, "Hey, I have a sale going on tonight," I'll say, "Great, I'm going to be on your page. I'm going to comment. I'm going to try to help you out as much as I can." Because that's what teamwork is. It's support, encouragement. And you know, like I said, we're not an MLM, so I'm not making anything off of them. Once I connected with these other ladies, it's just about support. That's what we do. I know previously there was a rep who had a huge team, and she left. And she just left her teammates kind of hanging there. And I'm not about that. I stick to something, I stay with it, and Amelia James is the perfect company to stay and stick with through thick and thin. There's a lot of good things coming, and I hope more people take interest in the clothing. If they don't, they're missing out. You know, why buy a piece of clothing for $55 or $60 and it be a thin piece of cloth that looks like a bag? Why? When you could buy a beautiful dress made out of leggings material and it fit and looked great, and you don't need to layer it with anything. That's just my thoughts. But anyway, everybody has their own opinions. If you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to message us. You can join our Facebook group, Amelia James by the Original Hipster Clothing. You can find us on Pinterest. We're on Periscope. We are Instagram. We are everywhere. If you join our Facebook group, we do have frequent specials. I call them special treats for the members who interact and respond to my posts, because I feel like that's what a group is. It's a community. It's not about me just selling or trying to get you to buy something, but it's a community, and I like when people interact and communicate, and I like a group to be active, not just dead. So those people who interact and participate in my posts, they get special treats. So if you have any more questions, feel free to contact us, and I would be thrilled to help you answer any questions. And I can even direct you to a group where you can interact with potential reps who are interested in getting more info. But I'm telling you, now's the time to join. If you are looking at doing something with direct sales, or if you're a stay-at-home mom looking to make some extra income, if you work a full-time job and you just want to do something on the side, this is a good option. And I forgot to even mention that, just like I told you back in February, March, whenever it was I did my first video, you don't have minimum order requirements. You can order how much you want, the styles you want, the sizes you want. You can order what you want. You don't get unknown prints, unknown sizes, unknown anything. Everything you order is something that you picked. You pick the colors, you pick the sizes, you pick the prints, you pick everything. Right now, everything is done through, the new releases are done through launches, but right now we do have a rep restock page that has several available items for us to restock. And again, big things are coming. So there's your hint. Big things are coming. So get ready. Join our page. Talk to me, message me, comment, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Have a great day, or night, or afternoon, wherever you are. Bye.